السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, we will continue the chapter Surah A'la, and we studied until the verse 6. Now, inshallah, we can start from verse 6 today.
Did we cover verse 6?
No. Verse 6, we did? No.
I don't think so.
No, that's why we start from the verse 6, inshallah. This I don't remember. So the verse 6 says, سَنُقْرِئُكَ فَلَا تَنْسَى. Now, traditionally, this verse is understood that Allah is speaking to the prophets that we will teach you and you will not forget it. But of course, there are, the translation says we shall teach you, but we will read out for you. We will, as if educate you, get you trained or prepared for it, or make you read it. These kind of meanings this word has. But we will understand that our Creator will teach us and has already taught us actually, and we won't forget it. But the following verse says, إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ إِنَّهُ يَعْلَمُ الْجَهْرَ وَمَا يَخْفَى. It means except whatever God wills. He knows both what is manifest and what is hidden. Now, we should understand that the ability to learn, as far as we are concerned, the ability to learn is given to us, right? So ability to remember also is given to us. Keep it in our memory is also given to us. Ability to forget also is given to us, right? Everything. So whether in our relationship, connection with the creation, if creation is concerned, or our ability to receive the message of the Creator through the revelation, through the prophets, of course. So if the verbal explanations are concerned, we are endowed with the ability, with the ability to understand what is taught to us, what is being taught to us in creation or in the explanation. It means speech of God. I mean, in our practical terms, in the Quran. We can, what we can understand there, what is taught in the universe or in the Quran, this ability is given to us, and especially what is interesting. I mean, everything is interesting, everything is exciting. I understand that if someone says, what is not exciting in the universe? What is not exciting? The atmosphere is exciting. The movement of the air is exciting. Yeah, but how it moves. And the evaporation of water just came to my mind. The liquid things, how do they do that? Exciting. If you put a wet cloth, it starts, the temperature starts, or the wetness, how do you say, damp, it starts changing and it dries. It's exciting. It becomes adjusts itself to the atmosphere. Everything is exciting. But some things are not only exciting, but it is really difficult to understand how come that it happens. For example, learning ability. And how do you not forget? How do you remember? Do you know how? They say it is written in the palm. We learn and we remember. How? So amazing. I mean, everything is miraculous, but some things are as if more miraculous than the others. How come that we remember? Have you ever thought about it? If you want to remember something, you may not be able to remember it. Sometimes, as you get older, definitely it happens more frequently. Well, what was it? I keep forgetting it. It's not within my will. I keep forgetting it. I learn something, and some things remain, some things don't. It's nothing to do with my own manipulation, controlling. No, it is given to me. I think I understand from these verses that teaching is from my Creator, remembering is from my Creator, not remembering is from my Creator. I am just using it without realizing how it's happening. Everything, including not only the teachings of the revelation, everything, but especially teachings of the revelation is more essential to our needs as human beings. So, because we know that, and also we should repeat again and again, we are conscious beings. When we communicate with the rest of the world, we are aware of the meaning reflected in this word. When we, for example, it is not a matter of knowing how to read and write, but that other beings, apparently the physical appearance of the beings, to show us or demonstrate us that they don't really read the meaning of the events, meaning of anything. They seem to be. But of course, another aspect of the creation, the communicate with as a conscious communication created by the God, which are called angels or angelic side of the creation. It is not our concern now. What we see, for example, an animal, a plant, or other inanimate beings don't really learn the meaning, and they don't make reason. They don't really reason about it. I understand that. It is how it appears to be. But I am sure that I am conscious of my being. I am conscious of the meaning, what the things demonstrate to me. As a conscious being, as created as a conscious being, human beings can really understand with the help of the Creator, as much as we understand what the meaning of the existence or what the meaning is conveyed to us through the scriptures are. So we can really gather them and make sense of them. It's so amazing. How can we really deduce the meaning from the things? How? We are made up of flesh, bones, cells, and material, not necessarily that we can call it material. Particles, how can we? How the particle can really learn and question and deduce meaning from it? As the Quran says here, إِنَّهُ يَعْلَمُ الْجَهْرَ وَمَا يَخْفَى. What do you understand from what is manifest and what is hidden? What do you understand from? What is manifest, what is hidden? According to our capacity, think about it according to our capacity, because we always say that the Quran speaks to me. There is the existence, the creation has a manifest side of it, hidden side of it. We have to discover it. By using our consciousness, we have to discover the hidden side of it. Of course, as the verse says, the verse 7 says, Creator must know all of it. It is a creator. Just the verse reminds us what? The Quran, or the speech of the Creator, reminds us what? Any idea? Teaches us what? Shows us what? Demonstrates us what? Come on.
What is already inside of us?
What is already inside of us? Mm-hmm. What is already inside the creation? Also, so inside the creation, outward side of the creation, and the meaning in it. What do you think the meaning, the hidden side is referred to here? Hidden side of the creation.
Anything that we have ourselves not made an effort to understand.
Hidden side of the creation.
It refers to the meaning that you are drawing from it.
You are?
You are drawing from it.
From drawing, did you say?
Yeah.
Drawing. From extracting, drawing from it. Mm-hmm. So the meaning is hidden side. Mm-hmm. What do you think the meaning refers to? What is the really meaning? What are they? Give me an example. It's a good answers.
They are the answers to the questions you already have.
You already asked, but how about, but the first, let's understand what is hidden. Hidden means the meaning that needs to be drawn out by conscious beings. It means by human beings. Don't get into unnecessary arguments. These beings are the jinns, are conscious. None of my business, man. My business is my capacity. I have to take care of it. So there is no need to argue. There is no need to spend time on it at all. Just as far as I am concerned, I can extract the meaning. That is the hidden side of it. But hidden, as far as I am concerned, it is hidden. Hidden means something is hidden, waiting for, or waiting to be
discovered.
Sorry? Say it.
Discovered.
Recovered. So I am expected to recover them. If something is hidden here, it is there, and I have to uncover and make it, as the verse says, is manifest for me. But my question is, what is hidden there? You gave us the best answer actually, the meaning in it. But we have to understand, what does the meaning refer to? What is the meaning? Meaning in the creation, including yourself, but let's think about it around us and then refer it to ourselves. What is meaning?
Purpose.
Sorry?
It's purpose. Like eventually the meaning that I can extract from something is in relation to its purpose.
Yeah, it is purpose that, yeah, but what is the purpose? To be now recovered. Now, it needs to be recovered. When we recover, what do we recover? The meaning in the action of creation.
What the source wants to know, whatever the source wants us to know through that.
So how do we know the source wants me to know? I don't know the
because
source.
Meaning should point to the qualities of the source.
Now, meaning is good, very good answer, but 95%. Meaning is the quantities. Continue the sentence.
Qualities.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Qualities of
the
sources
through which we get to know that source.
So we are expected to know. So when something is, for example, why is it important in the Quran? This word is khafa or khafi or ghaib. For the ghaib aspect of creation, khafa is khafi, when the noun form is khafi, is hidden. It means hidden. In creation, what is hidden? It was an excellent answer. Meaning is hidden. Meaning means, in fact, the qualities of the Creator manifested there. There is nothing else. For example, the simple example. Now, we look at a piece of art or anything, right? Well, I see something there outwardly. What I see, the elements. We should never forget that we see nothing but particles. Now, physically, what we see, particles. Only human intelligence extracts meaning from the combination or structure of the particles, right? Only human consciousness is able to do that. So when we, for example, when we look at a piece of art, if we start uncovering the hidden side of it, it means meaning side of it, what are we doing? The qualities of the artist manifested in the piece of art, right? This is the meaning. It means what is in the piece of art, particles, any kind of particles, combination of any kind of particles, plus within the form, the combination of these particles, arts, the art is hidden. This art is nothing but the quality of the artist manifested in it. Right or wrong? Now, for example, it is again very simple. These are very simple, basic, and very real examples. I really feel comfortable about them. For example, when you look at a book, what do you do? If it is a book, the meaning is in the scripture, scripts, right? Now, when you look at the book, you see particles, particles which make the paper, or the paper is made of particles. And what the signs, it is also made of a certain chemical substance, whatever it is, and they call it ink. But when there is something hidden there, is there or isn't there? Something hidden. What is hidden? In the book?
The meaning.
The meaning, the scripts, the way they are shaped, includes in it. Intelligent being, what does an intelligent being do? Extract, uncover the meaning. We are giving this ability, we teach, but forget about shell. Forget about shell. It is, they read these kind of things, not really in the present tense, but we read the Quran in the present tense. Even the grammatic, it is the future tense, past tense, but as far as I'm concerned, it must be read in the present, or understood in the present tense, because as far as I am concerned. So we teach. I am given the ability to teach. I'm given the ability to learn how to extract the meaning. In fact, if someone says, "Are you learning it?" I say, "I don't know really what I'm doing. I am giving the ability to learn it." Yeah? So the ability is given to me, and the meaning in the script in the book is put by the author. When I read and extract the meaning, what do? I discover the knowledge of the author. Now, the particles, it means, let's put it in this way, it's a simplistic language, but let's use it to make the subject easy to understand. Material side is taken away. What remains there in the book? The meaning transferred by the author. It means you are face to face with the author's knowledge. Face to face with the author's knowledge. Right? So the material side disappears because it's not your interest anymore. The meaning is interest. That's why the Creator says here, he knows both what is manifest and what is hidden. It means he is the one who arranged the elements, particles, which is manifest side, and he is the one who put meaning in it, make it simple. He's the one. He knows. Now, the question is, it is important here now, is a principle, how to read the Quran. God says, I know everything, what is hidden, what is manifest. I say, okay, why do you tell me that? Yeah? It is your quality. You are saying, I know everything, what is manifest, what is hidden. Why do you tell me this? Yeah, are you really bragging? And no, I know everything. So if you know, you know. This is good for you. Why do you tell me this? Why do you think Quran speaks in this way? Yeah.
I think it kind of confirms my own observation of my reality, essentially.
Yeah, confirm, or let's put it in interactive way with the Quran. Quran means the speech of God. Speech of God. In the speech of God, when God says, I am like this, it means, what you said, you have the ability to understand this. That's why I'm telling you, it is really teaching you to recover what qualities I have. What qualities I have. So I should say, oh, really? Are the manifest and the hidden sides of everything known? Yeah, of course, the one who made it must know it. But he's telling me that I know what is manifest, what is hidden. It means I must have the ability to become aware of it and also recover it and get to know who the creator of that object is. If you go back to our previous examples, get to know what the author knows when I read the book. Get to know what the qualities, artistic qualities, the artist has when I look at the piece of art. Do you understand? So that I will communicate with the artist. Now, after I read it, the piece of art or the book becomes irrelevant because I am the author now. That's why we have to understand that the Quran, when the Quran says, or God in the Quran says, I know what is manifest, what is hidden. It means he's telling me, be careful, be careful. You should communicate with me by realizing that whatever is manifest in my action, in my work, whatever is hidden, it means meaning, it means the qualities of its maker. There, when you discover it, you are with me. Do you understand? You are with me. That is how we are expected to live in the presence of God. Although I am looking at the piece of art, in reality, I am communicating with the artist. Although I am looking at the pages of the book, in reality, I am communicating with the author. When I look at the universe, but we are coming at a very strategic point. When I look at the universe, if I have the intention to read what is hidden, I am using the word, the verse. The verse says, what is hidden? It means I am communicating with the creator of the world, creator of the universe, anything. Although I am looking at it, apparently when you look at me, my physical side is communicating with the world. My physical side is eating the food. Physical side. If you take a picture of me, you can see only my manifest side. It means eating the food. But by using my qualities given to me, of course, in those qualities by my creator, what am I doing? I am communicating with the creator. Do you understand? If I discover the hidden side of the creation. Now, are we okay up to this point? Because we are coming to a very sensitive subject, very sensitive stage actually in understanding this matter. Ready? Let's for this chapter. Now, ready? Now, I am also a created being. I am also a book. I am also a piece of art myself, right? Now, I am conscious of my own existence. I am conscious of, I'm giving the consciousness to be aware of my own qualities. Now, come to inside. It's very exciting, but be careful. But there is a dangerous side of it. If you go fast, you fall into the cliff, So be careful here. When I realize what is in me through my consciousness, what do? I am in contact with my creator. So, as I said, when I look at the book, as we said before, when I deduce the meaning from the book, we get rid of the physical side of the book. We start communicating. With the
Source.
author. But I'm looking at the paper, but I am with the author. If the paper is you, what do you do?
You can confuse yourself.
Sorry?
You can confuse yourself.
They're not confused, no. That's the opposite. You start seeing in your abilities, within your abilities, nothing but the qualities of your creator. That's why some people went further and said, hey, when you look at me, you see that I am a flesh, bone. No, I am the truth. Which is the very famous expression. Have you heard of it? En el haq. Yeah? Who heard the en el haq, the expression en el haq? You heard. Did you hear? You look like an old friend, but I'm trying to, as the Quran says, we shall teach you and you will not forget, except whatever God wills. I think I fall into the second category now. God doesn't feel, and I don't remember. But you look like an old friend. So this matter is a very slippery and dangerous stage. But at the same time, since it is dangerous, for example, if you come to the next to the glass on the 4th floor, we are on the 4th floor of the building, next to glass. If you go, let's say there is a window. No, the window is open, just for an analogy, for the sake of analogy. If you go one step further, what will happen? You fall down on the floor, and that is the end of your life on earth. But if you don't go, what happened? You are open to the rest of the world, although you are within the building. You understand? Although you are within the building, but you are not concerned with the building, you are looking outside of the building, everything outside of the building. Now, this is a very simple example. When you realize that all the qualities within you are nothing but manifested qualities of your creator, whatever you feel, you say, that is what my creator is teaching me. Yeah? That's what my creator is. What my creator is. That's why people felt this. It's a very fine point. Very fine point. If you get 1 year's education in Tasawwuf, at the end you may, but 1 year, not only 1 hour a week. No, every hour, 8 hours a day. Then you get this point. And if you don't know how to stop when you come next to the window, This is the limit. One step further, you say, I am the truth. Because when they say I am the truth, they don't really mean that my body, no, my human side, all the qualities manifested in me. For example, when you look at a piece of art, let's say this piece of art is made up of wood. But you are looking and admiring, looking at and admiring the art on it, right? So when you start looking at it and extracting the art on it, manifested on it, the artist manifested his qualities on it, what you do, you say the artist has this quality, that quality, it's very talented artist, smart artist, etc. Yeah? People think that you are talking about the wood, apparently. How it appears to be, the manifested. But if you are really careful, although you look at the piece of art, you are communicating with the manifested qualities of the artist. Are you okay? If this piece of art is yourself, when you think about your own qualities, what you experience, manifested qualities of your creator. Can you imagine that this man, if this man understands up to this point, can ever claim anything on himself? I am the knowledgeable one. I am a very smart person. I am an educated person. I am generous. I am compassionate. What do they say? What do they say? The compassionate is manifesting its qualities in me. The real owner of knowledge is manifesting within me. The real owner of the Creator's power is manifesting within me. I am nothing. Yeah, I am nothing. But the physical, if you, of course, if someone, I don't think any of you here thinks that I am flesh bone, it's out of question, This person should leave the room immediately. But I don't think any of you at this stage. No, I am nothing. That's why some people went to that extreme and said, we don't exist. The people who are not thinking of the reality, they think that they are denying their physical existence. Yeah, it is simplistic, isn't it? This man is speaking as a human being from human side, not animal side. So we are not talking about other people, although it is historically very much debated subject, very hotly debated subject. But forget about this side. Now, as far as I am concerned, we can now, although you have not received any education in this field, but you may, but I'm guessing, even if you did not, you can experience this and practice it easily after this class. Whatever the qualities you have are nothing but the qualities manifested by God. If you, maybe I am preparing precautions for the forthcoming questions. Because we have free will, what we do, we can attribute or change the direction of these qualities to myself, saying, these are my qualities, this is my property, this is my talent, my ability. I gain it. In the Quranic example, the Quran says, describing Qarun, a personality, doesn't matter. Qarun is me. Qarun said, I gained this as a result of my own ability, my knowledge. Yeah? Because of my knowledge, that is Qarun, the worst man who is proud of his property in the Quran, Quranic description. If you attribute all these qualities you can to yourself, you become, in the symbolic teaching of the Quran, Qarun. Right? Now, what you also can, how do you say, destroy them or corrupt them, because we are free, we have free will. We can misuse them, turn them inside out. For example, everybody is given the sense of compassion, right? But you are free to use it, to acknowledge it or not, let alone in the name of God, in your own name. You may not use it at all. And you, instead of being a compassionate person, what you can do, you can use another quality manifested in you, opposite of compassion. What is that? Wrath, anger. What else? What is the best word?
Ruthless.
Sorry?
Ruthless.
Ruthlessness. Yeah, being ruthless. Ruthlessness must be used in a certain place. What we can do, we can change this place and replace it with compassion. We can do all this. But if we really freely, comfortably analyze ourselves, we can understand easily, with no difficulties at all, that all the qualities within me are not my property. It's very easy. No one can say that I made my eyes ability to see. No one can say that I made my brain so ability to think, reason. No one can say. It is obvious that we are made in this way. Where the problem comes, some people say, there is a creator of the universe who created me in this way. The other one says, excuse me, excuse me. Some people may say, it is created by nature. But they all admit that they are created. They are given existence. This is what them by something else. No one can attribute it to yourself. But what we can do, when we use them, we can attribute this action to myself. For example, when I practice the compassion, I may say, I am a compassionate being. Oh, what a big claim. Your creator is compassionate, manifesting his quality of compassion in your existence by, if you allow it to function, it functions, but it is not you. Like the water comes and there is a stop valve. There's a valve. You can close it with your free will. You can open it. When you open the valve, what happens? Water runs. Can you say that this water is mine because I opened the valve? Turn it on. Can you say that? Can you say that? Answer that. Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, no. So the water, it means the compassion, the quality of compassion is already given to you. What do you do? Either by using your free will, let it function or stop it, or distort it. It means turn the direction to another area, another direction. You can do all this, but when it runs, can you say, the water is mine? I am the owner of the water. Now you say, I let it go. This is why we have to understand that all the qualities manifested in us are nothing but the qualities of our creators. We are like mirrors, reflecting the qualities of the original of the light, right? Origin of the light. We understand that. So it is not difficult at all. Well, I mean, people may make it into difficult form, understand? So make it all. There's a big quarrel about this subject. When you really study it carefully, it is not difficult at all to understand. We are experiencing it, but what makes it difficult, we do not think about it. We don't reflect on our existence. We don't reflect on our being. Which kind of qualities I am given? We don't think about it. We just take it for granted that I am alive, I am healthy, I am young, I am. If you listen to young people speaking, half of the words they use, or let's be fair, a third of the words they use I. The other third is like. And the other third may transfer some meaning, some of the meanings. That's it. So 2 of them are gone. I is a lie. Lie is meaningless, empty. So the other one may have some value, at least as far as the relationship with the universe is concerned. Yes, you are really burst into ask some question or make a comment. Yeah.
I have a question. So after understanding that there are 2 sides to how one can perceive this, either attribute everything to oneself, which is kind of corrupting the reality or ignoring
the reality of your own being.
Right. And the other is attributing it to its true source, and acknowledging that, again, like I'm a created being, so, and
turning the valve on, right, and let the water run.
So my question is, where does that truly stop? Especially when you
truly stop this?
Yeah, especially when you take into account self being a manifested quality, as well as the consciousness.
Yes,
and more
towards working together.
Right, more towards the free will, because why can't I attribute the negative use of my free will to the creator as well?
Because you know that, for example, when you turn the valve off, don't you know that it is you who is not letting water run through the pipe?
No, because in this example, we just confirmed that it is never me. Like even if opening the valve is not, I'm not attributing it to my myself.
No, same way. Yourself would be always okay. It is a very often, very frequently asked question. Now, when you will something, it means by using your free will, choose something, you are choosing it, you are not creating it. Right. Now, free will is such a quality existing in human beings that is not able to create anything but acting within the order of the creation is a way of asking the creator to create this, to create certain event in this direction or another direction. For example, when I turn the valve on, it means I am asking the orderer of the universe. It means the one who created the water in a liquid form and gave it an ability to run towards the according to the pressure, there's opposite direction of the pressure, following the pressure. That is the order. I am just obeying the order. I am not adding anything to the creation of the order or creation of everything or anything. Sorry, creation of anything. Be careful. Free will is a very frequently, and the people confuse about it because we without insulting anybody, what can I say? I wouldn't say we are not thinking about it seriously, really. Just think about it. You don't have to think about it for ages. Just think about it. When you will something, what you do, it's very simple. You just obey the order in this way or another way.
Right.
There's nothing else. But do I contribute anything to the creation? It is already there.
My question lies even in the choosing of it, right? So one is, I understand that my choice is not necessarily creating it. It's already kind of created, and I'm employing that.
I understand this. It is, again, not only your question, it is everybody's question. The nature of free will, the essence of free will. Now, free will is created and given to you by the Creator to be used as you will, because God set you free to use the free will freely. Now, it is the choice of the Creator that you have to be free in your decisions, in your choices. You have to, for example, I have to have 2 arms. Why? Can I have 3? No. Why 2?
It's not my choice.
It's not my choice. But I am giving the hands, I'm using them. They are very simple. So I have 2 arms, and each arm I have 5 fingers. And I'm using them. When I use them, in fact, I am using the given property, but I am free to use it. Then it is not me that who is creating free will. It is not me that I am originating free will. It is given to me with the ability to choose freely. Yeah, because I am a created being. If I am not nothing, I am a created being, right? And I am created with the free will, and the free will does nothing but chooses between the options within already available, the options available within the order, nothing else. So I should say that I am created with this ability. If you start thinking about the nature of free will, you will go nowhere. No, why? Not only free will, nature of free will. If you start thinking about the nature of your power of sight, you go nowhere. You just found it and you start using it. That's it, you are using it. Because you are given the power of sight, that's what you see. That's why you see. If you, look, people reduce the power of sight to physical eye. And they said, I must understand how eye works. In the world, none of the science studies not the eye, but the abstract power of sight. Because they cannot study. It exists, that's it. They cannot put anything in the lab. They cannot measure it. They cannot put any coordination to it. Power of sight, it is just a concept that I am experiencing it, and there is no evidence
There is no sign in the creation which I can physically interact with. That's why I cannot define power of sight. I can only experience. Do you understand? Power of thinking. Look, I'm not saying brain. I'm not saying brain nerves. Power of thinking. Power of remembering. How does it work? How? Can anybody study it? Or they can only study what? How brain works physically. But apart from the brain's physical activity, there is something that you think. That is your thought. Like power of sight as opposed to the eye, physical eye. So, free will. Free will is a quality which has no physical representative in the physical world. That's why it becomes difficult. For example, power of thinking has brain related to the physical. Power of sight is related to eye. Power of smell is related to nose, and taste related to the tongue, or I don't know, mouth structure, whatever, how we taste it. Power of will is not related to any physical side. I am using a wrong expression of power of spirit, not the power of spirit, but the spirit in this particular case. It operates within me, no physical side. That's why we cannot really study it, right? We cannot communicate with it physically. But what we are sure of the existence of the free will, existence of spirit as human beings, as a human being, and all the qualities attributed to my humanity, human side, is so obvious. Existence of all this is so obvious to me that more obvious than the physical beings, if you really think about it. Because you are living with it, you are experiencing it, although there is no physical connection. It means representative of it. For example, people confuse. When they study human body, they, for example, discover some ways of ailment and curing, healing. They say we are helping human beings. Are they helping human beings or animal beings? They only help my physical side. They cannot help my, how they say, other side. The spirit and all the qualities related to my spirit. They can help my physical side. Yeah, I'm not denying that. It's a good job, but don't say, for God's sake, that we are helping human beings. Say we are helping human physical body. It means animal side of humanity, human being. So free will, spirit, were or are the subtle subjects, because we don't have physical representative of it. If we say, for example, even to a child, how do you hear? He said, I hear through my ear. Now he got the answer, but hear through my ear. But the power of hearing is different from the physical
Object.
What do you call?
Ear.
Ear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different from your ear. Because, for example, a man, we say that, can hear, it has a ear. Can this person hear Although, no. Why? The power of hearing is disconnected from the ear, although we cannot deny that ear is here, power of hearing has been taken away. Body is here, humanity is taken away, your spirit is taken away. We call it death. That's why some wise people say, I mean, I'm narrating the meaning only, human beings don't die. Animal dies. You understand? Get to know yourself. We are so precious beings, really. So don't treat yourself as a biological, physical thing. You are not the physical thing. Be careful. You are a completely different from what you are physically. Do you understand that? It's so simple, isn't it? So there is no need to make it complicated. That when you think of your human qualities and use your human qualities, be careful that you are just letting God function through your valve of free will. Either turn it off, turn it on. Right? But it is difficult because we are so much engaged in the physical world that we think that we are physically doing something, physically acting, and we ourselves are the source of these actions. But be careful, you cannot create anything. But think about it, everybody will know that I cannot create anything. I am just letting it go, letting it function, what is already within me. And what was it? Let me go back to the beginning of the verse. What is hidden within me? What is that? What the meaning of the hidden, written within my physical book. This meaning is the knowledge, the power, the quality of my Creator, but nothing else. So you just see yourself as a book conveying the qualities of your Creator, and it is created with such a quality that it acknowledges its qualities. It's so amazing. On several occasions, you may remember this, those people who come continuously, I say now, biology turned into psychology, right? Now, psychology will end up where? Acknowledging and declaring that we cannot know and we cannot physically study human consciousness. Now, it means in the language of the Quran, heart. Heart is not this heart. Yeah? Language of the Quran, heart, the human consciousness. Now, as philosophy, you know that philosophy said first, when they started reasoning, they said we are going to understand the reality of the creation. And now they say we cannot understand the reality of the creation. Philosophy is about only producing questions, not getting any certain answers. That's why they said, since we cannot get the answer, they said, there is no truth. Everything is relative. Now that there is no, according to my quality, it is relative, but there is no absolute truth. They denied it, and there is no answer. If there is no absolute truth, there is no absolute answer. Now the psychology will end up declaring that human beings are really nothing but consciousness. And we cannot know anything about consciousness. So finish. That's the end of the road. We cannot know. Do you understand? I don't think I made it clear. But you will see next century. Yeah.
Doctor, the qualities manifested in me are qualities of my creator. And
must be, yeah?
They must be. And what about qualities like greed or jealousy?
No, somebody was going to ask a question. I said, stop, let me get ready the answer to the qualities. Either denial or corruption or deviation from there. For example, jealousy is not it's a quality. It's not bad when it is used in its place. But when you use it in the wrong way, it becomes a bad quality. For example, the simple example, everybody classical, traditional example, conventional example is the knife. The producer of the knife, do you think he has a bad intention, he or she? Because he produced the knife and somebody used the knife to kill another person. Huh? What is this? I made this knife to be used in the right place to help, to make your life easy, to help you. But if you can use it in another bad way, wrong way, right? So the free will is there. Do you know? I told this gentleman when this gentleman asked about it, it's everybody's question. Don't worry about it. And this question will always happen. No, why? Because we say that when I say our qualities, we don't realize that we have free will, and the free will turns the good qualities direction into another field, another area, and use it in the wrong way. For example, you can be jealous of a person who has some qualities according to you, they are really worthwhile. Now, learn from him. Look, he's a human being. I am a human being. I can be like him as well. Let me work. Because he worked, or he or she worked, and God created for him the result. It means if I work, my Creator promises me that it is within the order that he will give me the result to me as well. And you, instead of being jealous, envying him, use God, thank you. You were the best example for me. For example, are you jealous of the prophets? Traditionally, no one is jealous of the prophet. Huh? Why? Because we say he has the best qualities as a human being. He is the best example. Uswatun Hasan in the language of the Quran. Is the best example for me. What do? We take his behavior, we take him as a role model for me to imitate. We are not jealous of him. But if you see somebody else equal to you, instead of taking his good qualities as a role model for you, as a reminder for you that the Creator is creating this, it means letting you know the order in the creation. Order means will of the Creator. Do you understand the link? The order of the universe is nothing but the will of the Creator. The Creator of the universe willed this world as it is. So within the order, this quality, whatever the quality, let's say this man is very successful or very knowledgeable. Example. It is within the order of the creation, it is within the will of the Creator that one can be knowledgeable, right? It means you can be knowledgeable as well. Rather than being jealous of him, you can benefit from it. You learn from his position. Now, what we do, because we don't think the relationship between the creator of the quality and my responsibility, we attribute the quality to the person and then say, he has it, I don't have it. Why shouldn't I have it? And if I don't have it, he shouldn't have it as well. That's human. What did we do now? We distorted the sense of learning, which is in the language is qibta. Qibta is different from hasad. These are the Quranic verses. Hasad is the distorted version of qibta. Qibta is, that's what we have to make qibta of. It means admire something, want to be like the thing that we liked. That is qibta. For example, we should have the sense of qibta for the prophets of the prophet, right? Qibta, it means we have to learn from them. And it is possible to be like this. Let me be like that as well. Because I learned it. But if I attribute this quality to the person himself, rather than having the sense of qibta, I start developing the sense of hasad, distorted form of misuse of the sense of qibta. Free will. Look, time is almost up here. No. Because the building closes earlier. Whatever you think as a problem as far as the usage of the human senses are concerned, right? Why do I do that? This is stressed. Yeah? Why am I really feeling comfortable? No, why am I how do you say, not knowledgeable, ignorant about something, right? Or if you say, why some people go and war on others and kill them in the name of the benefit of their nation or something, very selfish, right? Why all these bad things are happening? Put all of them into bracket, multiplied by, who will tell me? Come on. Say it.
Infinity?
No. But in the bracket is all the evil actions, evil qualities are manifested.
Negative.
Multiplied by?
Negativity.
Come on.
Free will.
Free will.
Yeah.
Multiplied by free will equals, that is your fault. so don't worry about any problem that human psyche is involved. Multiplied by free will. I am distressed. Yeah. I feel confused. I feel bored. I feel lonely. Okay, this feeling. Put it into bracket, multiplied by free will equals, this is your choice. In reality, there's no loneliness. Your creator is always manifesting all the qualities within you. What else do you want? You are representative of the qualities of your creator, the creator of the universe. How do you feel lonely? You are with your creator with endless qualities within you. Come on, how can you be lonely? How can you be stressed? That's why it is very important, because some people, I'm sorry for the time, and the guard is supposed to ask us to leave at 8 o'clock. It is almost 17 after 8. No, inshallah, he won't get impatient with us. Now, because people confuse this matter, use that very straightforward language and said that, well, some people said, they thought, because all the qualities are nothing but God's qualities within me, it means as a human being, not as animal. Not as an animal. I'm stressing on this point. I am nothing but the combination of the endless qualities of my Creator. It means Ana al-Haq. Do you understand? So now, some people said, oh, they are saying, I am God. What are you like? Who can say I am God? Idiot man. I will die. I know definitely. What do you mean the creator of the universe I am? What are you talking about? Oh, they interpreted in the extreme way. They didn't understand what these people are really talking about. So what they did, oh man, look, this layman, we are all laymen. You don't understand this matter. Don't go into this subject and concentrate on fasting, praying. If you are rich, go on the pilgrimage, and that's it. This is what I mean. Don't tell a lie, don't cheat, don't help other people. Religion is this. And who you are? Because it's a dangerous subject. Because some people use the language which misinterpreted, misunderstood many people. So they declare this is a red area, don't go there. That's why people don't think of themselves. That is the inherited, heritage that we have inherited. So when we think about religion, these kind of topics are what? Forbidden area, forbidden zone for us.
Okay, backtracking just a little bit, but I'm a little bit...
So that?
Backtracking a little bit.
Okay.
I'm a little bit confused about the essence.
Well, if it is little bit, it's all right. But if it is too much, it is a lot. After this time, yeah.
Of free will? So
Yes.
I understand the choosing part,
Yeah.
but I haven't digested the freely choosing part.
Yes.
And I was trying to think of examples which would make it easier for me to understand.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I came up with was like the way in a computer program you generate a number from 1 to 100. You say pick a number from 1 to 100 and it gives you a random number. Is it kind of like that?
No.
No.
No, computer program even works with a random number, randomly chosen, but we don't choose randomly. We are conscious beings. Computer is not a conscious being. We are aware of our own existence. We are aware, we are given the awareness of the qualities within our existence. Yeah? The computer is programmed to choose it randomly, but it is not aware of that he is choosing it randomly. Even it is not aware of that he's choosing it, but human beings are aware that when we choose something, I have chosen it. This is my choice, that's my interpretation. Got it or not?
I understand what you are saying.
Yeah, so we have to be careful this ruh, spirit, which is in the Quran that the Prophet was asked. And some people, that's a big question. What is ruh? What do you think? So in the Quran, not every example is given. In the Quran, 1 or 2 examples are given concerning one category of questions. But for example, in the Quran, there is no mention of what is free will, but the question of what is ruh is in the Quran. يسألونك عن الروح. So it is in the Quran. But you can see all the categories represented by the ruh is anything which doesn't have physical relevance, any human quality which doesn't have physical relevance must be in this category. You can only know the nature of these things physically a little bit, as the Quran says, but you cannot know it completely like you study your, I don't know, how your heart works. The heart works, your lungs work. You can study it, or how, I don't know, physical things, physical objects, how do they communicate, how tree grows, how. But of course, we know that human beings have some qualities, not only some, a lot of qualities which do not have any physical connection. For example, a character of a person is written in the genes, or in human genes, DNA, whatever they call it. So you can trace it from there because there's a physical connection, but there is no physical connection for spirit. There is no physical connection for human feeling. There is no physical connection for loving, laughing, crying. There's no physical connection. But can you deny them? Their existence? Impossible. No, free will is the most confused subject in this category. Okay, stop. Oh man, we only could study 2 verses today, but inshallah, the next verses we shall facilitate for you the easy way. It's an exciting thing. We will study it. I'm excited about it. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. If any of you goes now out to God, tell that the class ended and we are going out. Please, as soon as possible, leave the room, including myself.
Saturday is here.
Sorry?
Next Saturday is here.
Next Saturday, again, is winter term. We are going to have the discussion in Woodhaven. Right? Understood? Okay.